It's like they never saw me coming. Though I was right here. They ain't looking for nothing. They find the nightmare. When the sunlight dims and the dark shows through, when the shadows start dancing around the room. Too late. We hope that you enjoy your stay. All of a sudden, now the motherfuckers screaming, we were boys saying shit like, I'm a OG, I've been mobbing low-key since back in 2003. But I recall back then, it was pretty much me and like 10 fans didn't even have a CD. Yet these cats wanna claim shit, saying we the same clique, saying that they knew low-key before the fame hit. Call me a superstar, bitch breaking fucking arms, bash you in the fucking mouth. Man, what the fuck you talking about? Claiming that you fuck with me, but not with the music, as if I'd even be human if you try to remove it, cause every day I wake up into this. Fuck yeah, I'm living it, breathing the fire, spit it on my fingertips. And I'm joined by the night caller battle clan, now I'm here to tell you all, welcome to Shadowland. Down in the darkness, I stayed for decades. Now these motherfuckers rather wave like jet skis. They get a big head and feel great with 10 plays on their SoundCloud page and think they the next craze. It's funny how they clueless and they sounding like manure. I can see right through them, I'ma shut them down like the computer, cause the physics shit, they flow through my medulla since age 5. I've been working all day and night and I can't lie. I'm seeing all these fish up in the sea and I'm a great way. And I can hear the chitter chatter babble through the grapevine. I was ripping shows up while you was having stage fright. And I can tell you sweet and salty kinda like a take 5. Lay down and get the fuck out the way. On the ground like a centipede I'm hunting. I keep crawling through the night until the end of my days when I attack it. It's like they never saw me coming. I was right here. They ain't looking for nothing. They find the nightmare. When the sunlight dims and the dark shows through, when the shadows start dancing around the room. Too late. We hope that you enjoy your stay. Welcome to Shadowland. Welcome to the other side of life and dim light. You say you stand around, but you cannot fight. Do not move, we're in tune. We're immersed by your doom. Yeah, it's going down. Here's for the wicked shit, but this is all we know. To make a heart sink down far beyond the flow. With the ones that you keep close. And that they rely on the hopes and the honor, but praying the powers ascending to honor. But nothing cause faster than the shadows to follow. But we are the ones that guide you to knowledge. To be the bad guy you know you need. Follow us to a land time we thought you'd never see. Follow us upon every step we take. Your soul will resonate. And we are legion and that of one. It's like they never saw me coming. Though I was right here. They ain't looking for nothing. They find the nightmare. When the sunlight dims and the dark shows through, when the shadows start dancing around the room. Enjoy your stay. Welcome to Shadowland.
Didn't take that hard. Take notes. True stories of my entire life. A life of complete insanity. Now, for you sane folks in the room, you might find this hard to understand. Maybe even hard to fathom. But for those of you whose mind brings that as the natural, the supernatural, you're gonna understand this quite well.
Life's far from park, got me feeling downtrodden, but I might be scarred. Yeah, I fit it with a razor that be sharper than a motor from the mother alligators when the heart gets hard. Bored up in the brain, jumping everybody's line, trying to add a little purpose to the mundane card. But for some strange reason, there's a record of repeat inside my head to the bark of a Saint Bernard. With the doctor, me get surcharged for the visit of a hill, never mind, I'm beyond that. And I wanna do, I still got things in the head as a kid that when I grew up, went beyond that. I was a real life patient, doing backflips in the west of my own imagination. Diagnosed with a criminal mentality, marking a casualty without a lick of hesitation. Charged with attempt to commit murder at 12, I was looking at 5 to 10 years in the basic. Had a counselor that told me take every single one of your crazy fucking thoughts and let it bounce off. Had me tapping with the finger in the vision, what I think of when I'm in a happy place. I will count to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was arriving in heaven with an ounce of the Prozac in my body to amount for the chemical imbalance in my brain, tricking out for the team of the brain dead. Scream when the pain led the scenes of my body being eaten by the undead. Watch your faces of death and I'm counting my breath. I'm maneuver, I'm seeing the centaur as I sit in my room while I'm clutching my door, going over these insane memoirs. In my brain has got me knowing that I'm fucking insane. Memoirs I replay from out the ward without a warning on case. Memoirs in my brain has got me knowing that I'm fucking insane. Memoirs I replay from out the ward without a warning on can never remember that name. Layman's terms and the fact that it occurs for the words of these bird got me caught up in the game. Dreams of me shut up in the rain with the phony in my lap and the baggie in the pure cocaine. Happy rapping with the passion that nobody could contain while I'm smashing through the puddles of a back road lane. Talking to my God while I'm beating back the devil with the foot into the pedal. Am I that insane? I was all by myself on the I-9, aka Tip Buddy Highway. Up in my mind, slowed down to 5 cause I thought I saw a light at the corner of my eye. In the middle of the night was an angel disguised as a kid in my sight. To give me one look and I was feeling alright. No more devil in my ear, disappeared to the fact that I was risen to a brand new height. Devil damn, got a vision of me stepping on his windpipe. Crackle in the back of his Adam's apple when I'm about to grapple on the noose that I'm choosing the lynch tide. I will never be afraid of a shake cause I grew up with him every single night around midnight. In the house I was raised, so follow me to the inside.
Memoirs in my brain has got me knowing that I'm fucking insane. Memoirs I replay, format the word without a warning on case. Memoirs in my brain has got me knowing that I'm fucking insane. Memoirs I replay, format the word without a warning on case.
So it all led up to the place that they called then Ickum psychiatric. The psychiatrist I met with on a weekly was a priest, man of the claw, straight Catholic. All the stories that I told him had him tripping, completely flipping up in the room, doing backflips. And he told me I was written with a couple of demons up into my syrup, and I'm up, and the fact is, you need a little something different than psychiatry, so I'm referring you to another type of practice. And so I took his word for it with a little Prozac, went home and put my head back on the mattress. Trained to murder and suicide all night, and I'm waking at 3 in the morning with a fresh bite. When I started thinking the God of the universe, the devil's in the planet, put up one hell of a cold ass fight.
On my own insane memoir, I'm trapped inside these memoirs in my brain has got me knowing that I'm fucking insane. Memoirs I replay, for I don't try without no sign these case. Memoirs in my brain has got me knowing that I'm fucking insane. Memoirs I replay, for I don't try without no sign these case. Memoirs in my brain.
I'm crazy, doctor, tell me I'm insane.
a struggle to find the truth, to find the meaning in my so-called life. Who is to blame without me? Hold me down, pick me up. I'm so confused what I'm supposed to do. Blinded from the truth, make my mind so I am blind. There's never a moment that I can find the meaning in my time. You and me, but I am free, free from the shackle you have tied. Rather wish I had died. Day will come and the night will go. All I ask is to save you're in my mind, because I know I'm It takes a special kind of man to look at this early eyes of the lamb, to follow orders from the ones that shamed you. Yet I know I can. You lose control, you lose sight of the dam. There is no other way to describe this feeling. Overwhelming. Too many nights I slept alone. I'm counting blessings that aren't even there. Will the light ever shine through the darkness? Will I be prepared? I wanna die every time I close my eyes. I cannot feel what it's like to be alive. Without you, how can I feel? What am I supposed to do? Will you even look back in time without me? As I stumble upon the truth, I find the meaning in my so-called life. Who is to blame without me?
Yo, 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 this is your motherfucking Uncle Ruthless Rob, and you're listening to Uncovering the Underground with Skippy Ickum, bitch. Brought to you by Spreaker Podcast Radio, bringing you nothing but that underground shit, motherfucker.
Take what was in today. What was ever
my hand on your mouth, the other strikes your face. I won't leave a mark, but you best believe my rage will leave a trace. Coming undone, your clothes are gone, what you gonna do now, I ask? Begging for help, your words are noise that lose their value fast. Better keep it down, I'm not the one, I don't give a fuck what your boyfriend has. Beg at my feet, you filthy bitch, and open up that ass. Right here to dress you right at you, leave you broken down like the feeble little insect that you are. Stop me, I beg this of you. Just to taunt you now, I let you feel me violate you with these scars. Cry me a river and take it. Like a good girl, your compliance is a must to make it far. Stop me to feel me, control me. What's the matter, doll? You didn't know that this moment was ours. Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Just close those eyes and believe that you're safe, my dear. Trust in my words, but beware, I am the one you fear. This pain I bring shall release all the things you hide. Play my game and obey the way of the name or die. All the doorways when you try to flee. Not a good idea, I'm death in the flesh and I feast on misery. Tie your hands to your legs and now you'll never leave. I'm loving the noise you make when you fight with me and struggle to breathe. Hit you again, the bruises rise, your beautiful skin is split. Fear in your eyes, I hold them open and fill them with my spit. Feeling my breath on your neck as I force myself to beside your dried up slit. So crying for help won't save you now and only get you hit. Break you and make you berate you. Smother out your hope and leave you empty and dying inside. No one is coming for you. Just to taunt you now, I let you loose and cut free all the ties you bind. Defiled and beaten today. Leave from trauma blessed upon your flesh until your mind is open wide. All over back. The last thing that you hear before you meet the bag and get the number you're assigned. Just close those eyes and believe that you're safe, my dear. Trust in my words, but beware, I am the one you fear. This pain I bring shall release all the things you hide. Play my game and obey the way of the name or die.
Yo, it's your boy Jester the Undead.
And Sam Grimm.
And together we are Sick Fist. And right now, you're listening to Uncovering the Underground with your boy Skippy Ickum.
Just
Laying on my bed, looking at the sky, contemplating why I'm feeling like I'd rather die. If there's any reason that I found to stay within this life, it's gotta be my daughter. Gotta never leave a fucking side. Word is born. I go to war for her and all that. This is real, this is nothing that you all rap. If you touch it, then I guarantee it's all bad. Cause I snap back, so I ain't talking about a ball cap. Fucker, y'all just suckers and I'm harboring souls. My approach is the same as Dr. Marvin Monroe. Sharp therapy and swearing we are not even close. David Carradine couldn't hang if I showed in the roast. Got a bitch that's insane, so she got my vote. Similar to these, that's the way she got on the pole. Drinking liquor like it's water and I'm out of control. The Mona Lisa wouldn't smile if she looked at my soul.
Feeling like there's no shame running through these cold veins. Can't feel my soul, I'm out of touch and feel no pain. And I've been thinking that I'm ready to die. No big deal. Can't leave, I still got plenty of life. I can't be killed. Like there's no shame running through these cold veins. Can't feel my soul, I'm out of touch and feel no pain. And I've been thinking that I'm ready to die. No big deal. Can't leave, I still got plenty of life. You'll never kill me.
But I'm feeling like I'm guilty. No rest is the best that I will be. I got demons that progress while I'm wealthy. So my death will invest in it well-being. No stress, I'll impress if it kills me. Chop the screw, that's the style that I will bring. Homicidal necrophilia, so feel me, bitch. Cause I'm fucking killing the way you ever rebelled. And after going against me, no defense, you can see what's still it. And you know it can't be understand that you proceed to jealous. But you won't offend me, no, not any rapper has a skeleton. So they break fast like cheating during Ramadan. When I perform my book, magic like the Necronomicon. Ripping at the flows, yes, you know that it goes on and on. Kevin Gates on stage, I kick it for the audio.
Feeling like there's no shame running through these cold veins. Can't feel my soul, I'm out of touch and feel no pain. And I've been thinking that I'm ready to die. No big deal. Can't leave, I still got plenty of life. I can't be killed.
But I'm feeling like I'm at the point. I'll either snap, go crazy, or mass destroy. This ain't a sham, so don't blame if I act annoyed. If you question what I rap and try to match the source, trying to get spins like breakers on harbor floors. It's hard when you couldn't write a check for sliding doors. You can see I get spins like a laundromat. I believe I'm sicker than a hypochondriac. Yeah, your bitch clean and I'm calling it good. Pints all on my balls cause she polished the wood. Think I could if I want, but it's misunderstood. Leave blood on the walls like recording with shook. I'm depressed to the point that I can't just chill or relax, but goddamn it, I need beef in my life cause I'm famished. Plus I came to purge like bulimous after smashing on a full stomach. But I swear the answer is I'm a bad egg like ovarian cancer. Frankenstein on a beat, race creating a master. Remix beautiful people like Marilyn Manson. It's alive when I'm screaming while I'm tearing up these raps. And I'm flashing bitches like Barry Allen in the sack. And I got your bitch nude, hippie hugging my tree trunk. For you should be a little like a fucking Ewok.
Feeling like there's no shame running through these cold veins. Can't feel my soul, I'm out of touch and feel no pain. And I've been thinking that I'm ready to die. No big deal. Can't leave, I still got plenty of life. I can't be killed. Like there's no shame running through these cold veins. Can't feel my soul, I'm out of touch and feel no pain. And I've been thinking that I'm ready to die. No big deal. Can't leave, I still got plenty of life. You'll never kill me.
When I first met Tommy, I was only 13, bouncing a dope-ass Super Ball up and down the street. Then there he was, outside the cemetery. The fog was rolling in, it was really kinda scary. His head was bleeding, said he fell off his bike. So we went back to my spot, I got him some ice. I introduced him to my mom, she didn't pay him no mind. We kicked it all day, Tommy even spent the night. In the morning he was gone, completely out of sight. So I hit the streets to find my new homie with no luck. A couple hours later, I was ready to give up. And then there he was in the very same spot. Again with his head bleeding, I'm thinking what the fuck. But then he said, hey, let's play a game, and handed me a rusty blade. Told me there's a guy that lives by himself just down the way, and all I had to do was cut his atoms out the sideways. His name was Tommy, my very best friend. We would play all day, the fun would never end. But Tommy had a secret nobody could see, nobody but me. He said we'd be friends till the end of eternity.
Tommy was dead. He was my best friend. He was my best friend. Tommy was my best friend. Tommy was dead. He was my best friend. He was my best friend. It was cold, I was walking home all alone. Into the woods when I stumbled on a gravestone. Candle wax, so I couldn't quite make out the name. But his name was Tommy, and he died a year ago today. I remember when the kids are flicking boogers at him, tied him to a tree. Nobody ever bothered to help him. I was there when they locked him in a dog cage, threw him off an overpass and left him by the highway. Mean kids, why would they do this? Play tricks, beat him up with rocks and sticks. Quick, take abuse so much you get sick. We were playing kickball and he was always last pick. No remorse from the kids on the playground. Always knocked him down to the dirt till he stayed down. He went home and he got his dad's butcher knife. He finally had enough, he chose to take his life.
I never understood why I always did his bidding, but fuck it, we were homies, that's the only reason needed. Many years later I noticed he hasn't aged. When I asked him about it, he just quickly looked away, spiraled into a rage, threw a table at my face, and vanished without a trace. It was a few days later he decided to explain. He'd been dead for years at the hands of some punks. They were nothing but some bitches, now they all grown up. So I'm creeping outside another house about to rip some guts. Nobody fucks with one of my homies, no matter how long ago it was. He's standing in the kitchen at the sink washing dishes. I grab him by the head and drown him in the water he's sticking. Take his own knife, just start sticking vicious. Blood and water, his feet keep slipping until the thrashing, splashing bubbles come to a stop. Fuck a piece of shit, bitch, Bodie let his body rot. His name was Tommy, my very best friend. We would play all day, the fun would never end. But Tommy had a secret nobody could see, nobody but me. He said we'd be friends till the end of eternity.
Tommy was dead. He was my best friend. He was my best friend. Tommy was my best friend. Tommy was dead. He was my best friend. He was my best friend. We in the zone. No telling where it's got us going. No going home. Things change, gotta seize the moment and own it, yeah. Tell me how you hype, just say so. Man, I'm living life, I don't lay low. Brought some weapons and I guess I bring a payload. Shocking out of anybody in my way, whoa. Tell the devil I'll be back to get my halo. Till then the motherfucker better stay home. All the power that I hold is finna blow the roof off. Any place I bring a mic, I might take souls. Back up, the shit is real as it gets though. Flow cold, dead nice like a headstone. Rappers popping up, I make them vanish like presto. Stop, drop and roll, I make a fire just to get smoke. Life ain't living it in luxury, nah. But I'm someone they all wanna be, yeah. Guess it's saying that I must just be the next best thing to ever come and touch the scene, whoa. Man, I make a wave like Poseidon. Soon enough, you gonna see me with the trident. King in my blood until the day I stop rhyming. Which will be never, cause my intelligence climbing. Look, y'all been irrelevant, better settle with bars. 16's off, rip like I'm a veteran dog. I've been better than many, stepping in the middle to spar. I feel a little me ain't literally a star. We in the zone. No telling where it's got us going. No going home. Things change, gotta seize the moment and own it, yeah. Shit go hard, no doubt about that. Power for the moving and we bring it right back. Like I'm just going pedal to the metal in the fast life. Hoping that you get up on the way before it crash right. Telling me that I'ma get it whenever the right time comes. But they will never be ready for that when I hype my buzz. I've been living alone and I'm feeling like I'm in the zone right now. So close to blowing up like I'm the bomb right now, whoa. Checking for the team get big. We on no doubt been on that heat wave shit. Everything we do is been a banger for your ears. Perfect melodies, we hungry so we eat that shit. Making waves at a rapid pace, I can pass the days. But talking crafty words in a crazy pattern for accolades. We have the greats and that'll be that. I'm just here to have the stage. A rap to y'all what I've written and thought over the passing days. But it's plain and in vain to the whole game knowing that my pain and my game be the same thing showing. With my name be the thing that they all speak. Hoping that I say every page, leave no line left open. I'm a G.O.D, you just a D.O.G. I keep my shit low key until the beat O.D. I'm in the Z.O. and E until I throw in the key. Just keep on throwing the heat, they know me, cause we in the zone. No telling where it's got us going. No going home. Things change, gotta seize the moment and own it, yeah. We in the zone. No telling where it's got us going. No going home. Things change, gotta seize the moment and own it, yeah.
It's Friday night, I got nothing to do except call my dude and get a new tattoo. It's Friday night, I got nothing to do except call my dude and get a new tattoo.
I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, and don't give a fuck. I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, and don't give a fuck. I got my first tattoo at the age of 15. Now I'm all tatted up and spitting these 16s. It's like a sick dream when I'm fiending for ink. It's my goddamn body, I don't care what y'all think. I'm addicted to the electric burn. At night I can't sleep, I toss and turn. I want another one, I guess I'll never learn. I keep it dirty like an earthworm, no concern for anything. Just give me that needle, got me looking all evil cause I don't like people. I see you with your tramp stamp, yeah that's cute. That'll be the bullseye for the load I shoot. Route 666, yeah I'm headed for hell. In a damn handbasket, I might as well get a new tattoo, one's never enough. New kid on the block and I got the right stuff.
It's Friday night, I got nothing to do except call my dude and get a new tattoo. It's Friday night, I got nothing to do except call my dude and get a new tattoo.
I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, and don't give a fuck. I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, and don't give a fuck. I'm a walking piece of artwork, blood, sweat, and tears, and countless hours of this hard work. My arms hurt, but it's a price to pay to make fools look twice when I walk they way. Please walk away. I got nothing to say except eat shit and die. Put it on replay. I stay with the outcast, low down criminals. A tattoo to me is like a ritual.
An individual with something to say. I let my tattoos do the talking, and hey, every single one's a story, very observatory. Severely feeling sore, no guts, no glory. It's hard to ignore me, walking down the street, white trash with tattoos, feeling like a freak on a leash. Come with me, yeah, follow the leader, and we can all get tatted up and rock wife beaters.
It's Friday night, I got nothing to do except call my dude and get a new tattoo. It's Friday night, I got nothing to do except call my dude and get a new tattoo.
I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, and don't give a fuck. I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, and don't give a fuck. I can't hide these scars forever in my skin, embedded in my body, and golly, I can't pretend to be somebody that I'm not. Yo, I got so many tattoos. How many? Bitch, a lot, yo, I lost count, and I just can't stop. My dick gets hard when I see the ink drop. Whatever, motherfucker, pain is pleasure. I pray every night that things get better. The pressure of my stress levels, dancing with the devil, got me plotting on my next one. Get it together is what they telling me, but I don't pay him no attention. Artistic expression covers my complexion. Did I mention my collection is extensive and impressive? Aggressively expensive, but it helps with my depression. Here's a lesson I can show you all about the rough shit. Sit and take it like a man, you little punk ass bitch.
It's Friday night, I got nothing to do except call my dude and get a new tattoo. It's Friday night, I got nothing to do except call my dude and get a new tattoo.
I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, and don't give a fuck. I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, I'm tatted up, and don't give a fuck.
It's been a while, man. See, we all got demons, right? We all don't embrace them.
We've all got our demons, but mine are the meanest. They won't let me get too close to the ones I need the most. They're angry and violent, they show uninvited. So you better run away, for my demons come to play. Hey.
Dear Lord, it's been a while since I talked to you, and this a different type of hell you got me walking through. Last time it was my soul that I had offered you, but you ain't never answered all the prayers that I was talking through. I guess you figured I was strong enough to fight the fight. That's why you kept my name surrounded in all types of hype. Beefing with some rapper cats, drama, you can have it back. You unleashed the beast into an unfamiliar habitat. Yeah, and now I'm coming for the throne. If this a war against the stars, I'm coming for the clones, taking everything I own. You see, the booth is my home, and when I'm there, you'll never take me out my zone. I am fed up, and they know that I never let up. See, they could knock me down, but they know that I'll always get up. Like, ain't nobody dropping tracks like me, or making hits back to back to back to back like me, so fuck 'em. Takes for us to get lost, for us to find a way. I used to never speak, take my thoughts, keep them locked away. Couldn't pinpoint the problem, it was hard to say. All the shit I never entertained now bother Trey. Scumbag, loser, low life, and they resent me. But over time I saw the jealousy was envy. I realized that these people never left me, cause they were never there when my life was getting heavy. All them struggles and the hard times was hustling for our grind, and never stopped to think what I was fighting in this dark mind. I dealt with shit that most people couldn't handle, and when I spoke my mind, they say I'm flying off the handle. Dead's rolling in their grave, urns flying off the mantle on some Sandman shit. Watch me reassemble, see my life ain't nothing special. It really ain't. Try dealing with the fact that everyone you love left you. all got demons. How do you embrace yours?
We've all got our demons, all got our demons. Mine are the meanest, mine are the meanest. Let me get too close to the ones I need the most. They're angry and violent, strong and violent. So you better run away, for my demons come to play.
If I walked away from everything that's killing me, I wouldn't know which way to go. Whoa. And if I said goodbye to all these things that's killing me, well, I'd feel so alone. Yeah, I'm dying for company.
I'm dying from all of the things that I love. What comes to mind? The liquor and drugs, the feeling I get when I'm getting a buzz. The lie I keep telling myself when I run. I'm telling you now from my heart and my lungs. I'm past the point of giving a fuck. And those that know me, they know that I'm stuck. Even though I be roaming and running amok, I've been ready to die. And that ain't a lyric, them demons been siphoning all of my spirit. Demeanor ain't well, I'm barely coherent. I'm under a spell of fearless appearance, but no one can hear it. I'm screaming in vain. I reach for the sun, can't see through the rain. Don't know where to run, I just sit here in place and pretend for a second I'm winning the race. Cause
if I walked away from everything that's killing me, I wouldn't know which way to go. Whoa. And if I said goodbye to all these things that's killing me, well, I'd feel so alone. Yeah, I'm dying for company.
Lay it all out, I'm just biding my time. I wish I was dead, but I'm dying for life. Addicted to things that kill me inside. I'm looking for peace, but I'm stuck in a lie. I fight for what's right, but it's killing my ties. Stuck between people who help me to rise, and no matter the things I try to imply, I always end up in the middle of fights. It ain't easy to choose to go left or go right, so I do what I have to bring things to light. And I hope for the best, but I'm losing the fight. It's stressing me out, and I'm killing my time and killing my stress with the bottle and line. Just let me get loose, and I'll make it alright. But in the AM, I'm back in the Y. I'm stuck in a vortex consisting of lies, and yeah.
If I walked away from everything that's killing me, I wouldn't know which way to go. Whoa. And if I said goodbye to all these things that's killing me, well, I'd feel so alone. Yeah, I'm dying for company.
I'm running this way for the sake of my soul. Been gun in my brain to keep me a hold. I'm feeling my pain, the curtain is closed. I need a change for these burdens to go. Like a train on the way with a wagon attached. Old school with a smoke over your head. I need some company when to stop at a weighted track. We're going back to the basics, man. Better be cutting it later than ever. I'm fading away to the home of the devil. Getting ready to run for the matter. The problem was happening. Someone to talk to while I'm drinking and rapping. Said that against the rain that is so packed in. But the free sets in, I reach for the stars. So the next thing is,
if I walked away from everything that's killing me, I wouldn't know which way to go. Whoa. And if I said goodbye to all these things that's killing me, well, I'd feel so alone. Yeah, I'm dying for company.
What up, it's your boy Jay Caulfield, and you're listening to Uncovering the Underground Radio with my homeboy Skippy Ickum on Spreaker Podcast Radio, bringing you the best underground music.
Can't reverse, no hurts. Spotters disperse my curse. When I step out, all I see is black birds. I'm in love with a dog, no tricks. Burning at the stage like a Salem witch. Can't reverse, no hurts. Spotters disperse my curse. When I step out, all I see is black birds. I'm in love with a dog, no tricks. Burning at the stage like a Salem witch. Voices rush into mine. Ain't no funny to the bleach, bring a bloody sheet, now stand back in the face of me. The first in my ears, I hand them a deed in the skin from my fires and stuff and feeling memory from quantity for it to place. I'm amused by my tendency to always be away, trash bags, exposed without a trace. Use and abuse like a beat of neck brace. All love when I'm dead, no pain when I'm here. Die young from the game, ain't nothing I fear. Ain't nothing I fear, ain't nothing I fear, ain't nothing I fear. Reverse, no hurts. Spotters disperse my curse. When I step out, all I see is black birds. I'm in love with a dog, no tricks. Burning at the stage like a Salem witch. Reverse, no hurts. Spotters disperse my curse. When I step out, all I see is black birds. I'm in love with a dog, no tricks. Burning at the stage like a Salem witch. Go on the outside, they'll be over. Sipping it back, but they gon' catch me black, but I never look back. Look at me, lines make me hack. Now step full back, that's a slam to go beat it till it can't choke. Position of which fix out, never get home. No, we all fall down, we all fall down, we all fall down, we all fall down. Murder crucifix, I'll slay the lambs, river fluid, looses out, don't get the ground. Can't reverse, no hurts. Spotters disperse my curse. When I step out, all I see is black birds. I'm in love with a dog, no tricks. Burning at the stage like a Salem witch. Can't reverse, no hurts. Spotters disperse my curse. When I step out, all I see is black birds. I'm in love with a dog, no tricks. Burning at the stage like a Salem witch. Very well polished back, stick a sun down my eyes, roll back and drop heavy sun that rain pour. The raven fall, it but all falls apart. I see the red pour. Grab around 6 times like a 7, but no stick blind. Fun great to stage, grow for 9, 7 times the normal age. With the animals along the page. Lemon situated up on the wall in the days. The magnets got me twisted on. The city spin the lip cigar. I fall back, but you can't catch me. I'm falling to the earth. 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 Can't reverse, no hurts. Spotters disperse my curse. When I step out, all I see is black birds. I'm in love with a dog, no tricks. Burning at the stage like a Salem witch. Can't reverse, no hurts. Spotters disperse my curse. When I step out, all I see is black birds. I'm in love with a dog, no tricks. Burning at the stage like a Salem witch. Can't reverse, no hurts. Spotters disperse my curse. When I step out, all I see is black birds. I'm in love with a dog, no tricks. Burning at the stage like a Salem witch.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Uncovering the Underground Podcast Radio Show. I am your host, Skippy Ickum of Brutal Business Entertainment, and we're happy to have you here for episode 12 of our show, where for the first hour every week or every other week, we listen to unedited, uninterrupted underground music. And then from 9 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we interview an artist each week of all different types of sounds and natures, actors, everything. There's no really restrictions to who we want to interview on the show. As long as they're an influential name and person in the underground world, we like to have them on the show. Tonight is no different. We have a wonderful guest, Demo Demon, an underground hip-hop artist from the Washington, Pennsylvania area, and we're very excited to have him on the show. Not only is he a longtime friend, but also a label mate and brother under Brutal Business Entertainment. So we're very excited to have him on the show tonight. Before we jump into that interview, do want to give a shout out to our sponsors for the evening, Tattooed Scumbag Apparel. You can check them out at www.tattooedscumbag.com. Again, that's www.tattooedscumbag.com for hoodies, t-shirts, hats, beanies, socks, sweatpants, you name it, you can get it there. It's a great company, local company here to Pittsburgh. The owner, Joe Ball, is an amazing tattoo artist, and he started a clothing line. Someone has supported me in my career as I support him, and we like to show love for one another's business as well. So make sure you check them out. Put in BBE10 to get 10% off your overall order from that website. Also like to thank our sponsor, Brutal Face Apparel, and you can check them out on Facebook at Brutal by Design. That is Brutal by Design, and it'll come up. and you can check their clothes out as well. Great sponsors of Brutal Business and myself, Skippy Ickum. So, for anybody listening out there, if you are checking out the show, whether live or listening after the fact, please hit the share button, share it around to your family and friends. The more that you get the show out there, the more buzz it creates, and ultimately the more things we can do and more guests we can bring on the show. So please help us out, share it around on your social media and to your family and friends, as I said. We do have some great shows coming up, so make sure you're watching out for those and some other great events. Right now in West Virginia, in Morgantown, we do have some car shows coming up June 2nd, June 16th, June 30th, and July 7th. Hosted by DJ GWK from our label Brutal Business Entertainment, and that's at Dunkin' Donuts on East L. Core Road in Morgantown, West Virginia. And again, that's the 2nd of June, 16th of June, 30th of June, and the 7th of July. Take your car there if you have a show car, jam out to some great music, and enjoy some great people. We do have a couple other shows going on right now, event-wise. This weekend, we do have Microphone Murder Sessions Volume 10 at the Sidebar in Katanning, Pennsylvania. 21 and up, starts at 9 o'clock, $5 admission. You got a lot of great artists there that night. You have Darren Johns, the frontman of Pittsburgh metal band Transcendence, doing an acoustic set. Hip-hop artist MMS, East Coast Crazies, DJ GWK, we got Demo Demon, Ghost the Demented, myself, and Pittsburgh metalcore band Feast of the Fallen. And once again, that's 21 up, $5 this Saturday at Sidebar in Katanning. Also, keep an eye out for some of the other shows that we do got going on right now. We do have a show at the Royal Place for the Royal Barbecue Music Festival, hosted by Sean Schemmel and Brutal Business Entertainment. That is going to be June 23rd at the Royal Place here in Pittsburgh. Punk music, metal, rock, hip-hop, rap, you name it, it'll be there. They got vendors, they got artwork for sale, and it's going to be a really cool time. Check that out. Check out July 27th at Elwood City and Devil's Night in Coshcohan, Ohio. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I always have a hard time with that town name. And that's October 4th and 5th for Devil's Weekend Festival. So some of the fun things we got going on right now. And before we go any further, just want to make sure that any of the wrestling fans out there are checking out our event with us and partnered with Code Red Wrestling. No risk, no reward, Saturday, June 8th, 2019 at 7 p.m. And that's live at the Elmore Fire Department. Make sure you check that out. That is hosted by DJ GWK and Ghost the Demented in partnership with Code Red Wrestling. The first two I mentioned are brothers here at Brutal Business Entertainment. Now, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into our artist for this evening. Like I said, he is a label mate, longtime friend. And to give you a little bit of background behind him, Demo Demon is an artist from Washington, Pennsylvania. Started making music in 2007 and put out his first project in May 2012 called Black Rose, followed up with October 31st, 2012's The Gates, and October 15th, 2013's Blackout. It wasn't until April 2014 that Demo put out You're Gonna Love Me. This was the first song made in Demo's new homemade studio, Underdark Studios, This was also the first song to reboot his story format, and in September 25th, 2014 was the release of his first official studio album, The Valley, Chapter 1. A remake of his 2012 project Black Rose. April 12, 2015, Demo released the Infect EP. April 25, 2016 was the release of Kingatu, Chapter 2, a remake of his 2012 project The Gates. October 31, 2017 marks the release of Infect 2, the follow-up of Infect EP from back in 2015. And tonight at midnight, May 31st, 2019, his brand new album, Blackout Chapter 3, drops on all online major retailers, and you can pick up physicals through him. We're very excited to have him on the show, and without further delay, I welcome you all, Demo Demon. What's going on, homie? How you doing tonight?
Nothing much. I'm glad you had like that whole long segment to do, because I've had a cough drop, and I'm like, thank God I could get some of this down before anything.
Well, there you go. See, it worked out good. I try to give a nice little delay, get my guests in order, and let them be ready for the show. Also, that people need to be looking into and checking out. So, works out good for everybody, but we're definitely happy to have you on the show tonight. I know you got a lot going on. Birthday recently, album release tonight, radio show tonight, and, a show this weekend going on. We just got back from our show we did in Toledo, Ohio in the past week or week and a half. And it's just been a good time, folks. We've been doing a lot of things over here at Brutal Business Entertainment. We're going to dive a little bit into that tonight. So why don't you tell the fans, Demo, a little bit about yourself. Obviously, we just read your bio, but why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are as an artist and what you strive for, and then we'll go ahead and jump into, some questions.
What I am as an artist, seeing as the whole freaking audiography, discography, that's it, that you just listed. That's a lot of stuff, and I didn't realize how much it was until you said it. I'm like, holy crap, I did put out a lot. It's ridiculous. But in terms of why I do music and what I am in music, I'm not even sure what I am. I tell people to describe me more than I describe myself, and I just kind of make music for therapy and for fun, and if I can make money off of it, that's a plus, but it's mainly for fun, and so people that can relate, because I usually say if one person's listening, at least just one, and they reach out to me and say, hey, I've been listening and I love your stuff and I can relate to this, then that's a win for me, and I'm just going to keep making music as long as, I got people like that.
No, I agree. I mean, that's important is, there's artists out there that are in it for the wrong reasons, and for the ones that are in it for the right reasons, that's all that matters. I mean, obviously we want bigger crowds, we want more reaction, we want more buzz. I think as artists, we are kind of hogs like that. We always want to kind of hoard that attention. We like the attention. That's obviously why we do music and do the art that we do. But we don't need a huge crowd. If there's one person there, if there's 1,000 people there, we enjoy ourselves. We have fun portraying our art to crowds. And if we made one fan that night, then it was worth it. But as I said, obviously the bigger the better. And that was something we kind of experienced recently in Toledo, Ohio. I mean, we'll tell the fans a little bit about that. We went up there. We were happy to be on the show. We were appreciative of the opportunity to go up there and network and play. Wasn't a lot of people there, but it worked out pretty good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that adventure?
Oh, boy. Yeah. Had a nice little Airbnb. Rented a little nice house we did. Friggin'. Yeah, so got up on stage, and this is the story I was telling my buddies the other night, that we got up on stage, did our thing, and I was the first out of the three of us, Brutal Business, me. It was me, Ghost, then you. You were the headline for the night. And, like you said, it wasn't jam-packed or anything. They were holding a contest that, whoever gets the most votes gets in a magazine, yada, yada, yada. And it was, a good time. I had fun for sure. And I got on stage. I did my thing. And when I got off, there was these three girls up in the front. And they were there for, I can't remember the guy's name. TRME, I think, or something like that, or TRIM. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was something similar to that, yeah.
Yeah. But he was from Arizona, I think he said. And they came from Arizona for him. But then, he left early, but they stuck around, so, that's nice. You don't get people like that really anymore that stick around for other people besides the one that came to see. But when I was done, so far he was the lead in votes to win. I got off stage, and I could hear Hippie Lisa. That was who was running the show. I hear her going, all right, what about Demo Demon? And one of the girls in the front's going, I think I'm changing sides. And the other two are like, you can't do that. You can't change sides. She's like, I think I'm changing sides.
No, that's awesome, man. You made an impact at that show. Was there a lot of people? No, but was it a fun time, a good time, and we networked? Absolutely. You made some fans, people interested in your music, and ultimately we took home some prizes that night and some things that were good for us individually and as artists.
Instead of one person being in the magazine, all of us at Brutal Business, all of us that were there at the show, me, you, Ghost, and Bella, Meg, modeling, we all get in the magazine, so that's a plus side.
Well, good. Yeah, I mean that's how pretty much best case scenario. Is we go there and we don't know what to expect. We go there, we do our thing, we have fun with it. It turns out well. We make some good connections. So shout out to Hippie Lisa for having us on the show. We really appreciate that. We'll have to come out there again sometime in the near future and rock that city again. Toledo was a fun time. I'm kind of upset I didn't get to try the hot dog place across the street because I'm a big hot dog guy. I love hot dogs, and they said that it was one of the best places out there. Obama's been there for hot dogs and shit like that, so I didn't get to actually check it out. We ended up eating at the place, but I really would suggest
You
if you're
guys
in
ate
the
at the
Toledo
place.
area,
I got
checking it out.
Subway.
And you hit Subway. That is true. You skipped it altogether.
Yeah, I did. A hot dog place looked pretty lit though. Like it was one of those old school looking hot dog places.
It
so
was.
You know
it was
had to be
big. And
good.
it definitely looked like they weren't playing games. I mean, they were there. They were there for business. Truthfully, so definitely sad that I missed that, but that's okay. We'll get them next time. We've got some different other shows coming up on the road. We have a few shows around Pittsburgh, as I announced for the fans out there. We do have the Koshkahan, and if I'm saying that wrong, like I said, I apologize. Your fucking town name sucks. We're playing Koshkahan, Ohio, October 4th and 5th coming up for the Devil's Weekend Festival. Several of the artists on Brutal Business. I believe Morbid Psychosis is there, East Coast Crazies, Demo Demon, Ghost the Demented, Skippy Ickum, Nine Stitch Method. Who the fuck even knows who else? It's just a ridiculous lineup. They got a lot of other really big names on the festival coming up, so that's going to be a really good time. And if things work out correctly, I might be opening the pre-party night in Anderson, Indiana, October 3rd for the Night of the Shrunken Heads Festival held by Razzikel. So my boy Nasty Ink reached out to me about a show that he was throwing as a pre-party to that festival. And if I can make it happen, I'll be there. But the date did change, and with the date changed now, it's kind of fucking me a little bit. So I will try to be there if I can. And we got my homie Jester in the chat right now from Sick Fist, one of our groups from Florida. They are a great underground group and duo. If you haven't checked them out, check out Sick Fist. They have a unique sound. They are very different than anything you've heard, and you're gonna like them. They're definitely a dope group. Great guys, and we're grateful to have them on the label. And so, without getting too far off track there, we had a great time in Toledo. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the other stuff you got coming up? We know the album's coming out. We know that we have some shows and things going on. But what else you got lined up for yourself right now? Anything you want to let the fans know about?
Oh boy. Okay. Well, this was kind of like classified-ish, but I guess I could announce on here because, fuck it, why not? Me and Sam have got together, and we got a few other people. One that's like one of Sam's neighbors, and one of my online buddies who only lives like an hour from me. He lives in Ohio. We've gotten together, and we're forming a little project known as Hybrid Cross, and we're working on some grungy punk music.
Well, that's interesting. So, okay, folks, you heard it right here. First time for the general public to find out. You said it was Hybrid Cross?
Yeah.
Wait to check out some music from Hybrid Cross. Now, what kind of sound you said do you guys have?
Sam describes it as grungy. I say it's more punk, but we're still
okay. So like a grungy punk medley. And that's cool. I look forward to hearing some of that music. I know that you had mentioned briefly behind the scenes to me about something similar to that you was an idea that you guys were looking to do. So I'm glad to hear that you guys are bringing that to fruition and making that happen.
Yeah, I think I sent you a song called Penny, and it was a draft.
You did. That was what it was. You did send me a draft. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with everything I get sent to me, but no, I do remember that. So that's awesome, and I look forward to hearing more music from you guys and seeing what you guys bring to the table. I'm sure it's going to be dope. Shout out to Sam, a good soldier and follower and fan of Brutal Business Entertainment and its artists. Much love to him. He's always very supportive of us and helps out a lot.
Yes, he does.
Let's take a look here. We got some other messages rolling in.
Oh boy, messages.
All right, Jester is saying he'll be watching out for it. Much love. Absolutely, much love to you, homie. It's awesome that you got that coming up. Why don't you tell the folks a little bit right now, since I just thought about it, what's going on with the live stream of your music right now? So after the show, people, don't jump out now. We want you to obviously listen to the show first, but once the show is done tonight, make sure you jump over and listen to some of his discography. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Yeah, so last minute, I thought it'd be nice to set up a live YouTube stream, and I didn't know that my music was, like I said, you said that I put out a lot, and I did, but I didn't know it was enough that it would be 5 hours worth. So right now on YouTube, stay for the interview afterwards, go there for the music, and I'll probably put it up afterwards, the whole thing. On my YouTube channel, Demo Demon, there's a live discography, like from beginning to end. Like it starts with the mixtape, which is songs through over the years, and it goes Chapter 1 EP, Chapter 2 EP, Infect, Chapter 3. So it's going to play everything leading up to the new album and also the new album, and that's 5 hours long.
Yeah, man, that's pretty impressive. I mean, you definitely have a good bit of material behind you, and it's an impressive thing to see, because I know you mentioned earlier to me prior to the show that you had somewhere around 90 some tracks on that. And
99 songs.
99, so one short of 100,
tape.
folks. That is very impressive, because as an artist that's been in the underground scene for quite a while myself, I've broken the 100 number in the past, and it's a good feeling, and I remember breaking that, and I was like, holy shit. Now, there's a big chunk of my music, unfortunately, that I did lose over time. My original album, Insane, I Now See a New Evil, most of that is gone. Fathom This Chaos is mostly gone. It was on old computers. It was online. I deleted it to put up new music at one time, and then lost access to the old computer, and as far as I know, it doesn't exist anymore. But if you look online, I still got probably 60, 70 songs up at this point, but I lost probably 40 or 50 songs there, which was kind of a hit. But, it's just something we keep writing, we keep releasing music and getting better, and that's something you certainly have done. I mean, I remember meeting you, and we'll give the fans a little background. Me and you had met each other several years back at a show, and I think instantly kind of dug each other's music. I believe you had come up to me and approached me and said you actually knew about my music. It was my first time coming across you, but it was instantly something that stuck out to me, because if you don't know Demo Demon, folks, he's surprising when you see him live. He is a shy, kind of quiet guy, reserved, keeps to himself, and I don't mean this in an offensive way to him, and he knows that because we're friends, but for people listening, they might say, what the hell is he talking about? He doesn't come across like he would do this style of music, that he would have the oomph and energy that he has, and he would make the music that he makes. You kind of keep him as the underdog in your mind. You look at him, you're like, okay, it's just that quiet, weird kid in the corner. And then he comes out on stage, and when he does, it just explodes, and his energy, his lyricism, his storytelling is truly fascinating. And I think everywhere that he plays, people are wowed by it. Whether they like it or they don't like it, doesn't matter. Everyone is still saying, damn, look at that dude. Did not expect that. That kind of took me by storm. And that's the element you want with your music. You want to capture people. Whether they walk away and say, oh, it really wasn't my shit, but I was pretty cool, that's fine. You might not have made a fan that day, but you still have something that person's going to remember as that. With his music, I think we're losing internet. I think we might have lost a little bit of internet connection there, folks. I was saying that Demo Demon really keeps it interesting and comes out and shocks people, and it's cool to see him do that time and time again. And him breaking that 100 marker is another testament that not only does he surprise people, but he's putting out quite a bit of material over the years. And we met each other at a show, like I said, and kind of surprised me right off the bat. And we've been friends ever since, and kind of did some business with each other there. I helped make a verse for Pure, which we'll be playing Pure 2 tonight, which is kind of exciting for me to air that for the first time to you folks. That is off his new album dropping tonight at midnight. But we originally connected and did Pure together, and it instantly we were like, damn, we sound good together. I like the way you flow. I like the way you flow. And we started talking more, which ultimately led him to joining Brutal Business, my company, my label that I'd formed years back. And, since then it's grown into such a tremendous underground force, and it's still growing day by day. So that gives you kind of a little bit of a background about how we come across each other, and the background of this young man, that he's just fucking killing it right now. If you haven't checked him out, make sure you do check out his live stream after we're done on the show, because there's so much music to hear from him, and you will find songs that you like and want to keep jamming and putting in your playlist. So, definitely kudos to you, bro. Like I said, I'm glad we came across each other years ago. Thank you to Sean Schemmel of Primate for kind of making that happen and us meeting one another. And things have recently come full circle, folks, as we've recently signed Sean Schemmel and Primate, Pittsburgh rock metal band, to our label as the newest signee. So the guy that brought me and Demo together, my longest standing artist on the label, is now also my newest artist on the label many, many years later. So pretty cool how things work out like that.
Oh, yeah. I remember I walked up to you, and I was like, I love your shit. How much is a collab? And you said something like, $200. And I walked away and I said, fuck that. I don't have money for that.
Yeah, I do remember that. And the thing
And then,
that was a
2
two-part
weeks
answer.
later-
$200 because I was wanting to make that much off a collab, and usually, for the most part, I do start in high, and sometimes I'll work deals out if I want to work with someone. But I didn't know who you were. You walked up to me like, how much is the collab? And I'm like, this kid wants to do a fucking collab. I don't want to do a collab with that dude. And, I'm like, I'm going to tell him some fucking retarded number that he's going to look at me and be like, okay, yeah, thanks, and walk away. And that's what I did. But at the same time, I was also being realistic because it's $50 for collab, so I threw a little extra on there. I think we lost internet connection. I'm not sure. Sometimes it spins and I can't tell if we're cutting in and out or not.
Yeah,
if we lost you a little bit there, people,
seconds.
I apologize. But we were saying, Demo Demon approached me, wanted to do a collab, and I at first was like, I ain't fucking working with this kid. So I made up some type of price for him on a collab, and it was higher than I normally would go in at. And I told him 200, which I think my price at the time was 100 or 150. So I overshot it a little bit. But I figured if you would have said at that point, okay, done, I would have been all over that shit. But you said no and walked away, and it was no sweat off my back. I'm like, cool, wasn't trying to do a collab anyway. And then I heard you perform, and then I'm like, oh, all right. I'm like, this little dorky motherfucker gets it. I'm like, he's killing it. And, instantly at that point, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not even going to charge this kid. I want to collab with this kid. Hey, man, send me the collab. And you sent me Pure, and I remember us writing that, and making just a fucking awesome track. When we released that, I truly loved that track. I'm like, wow. I'm like, this kid came out of nowhere, and we made a banger together.
Oh, yeah.
And then we've done, obviously, several collabs since then, 5 or something like that. And every one of them has been dope. I mean, me and you write very well together. And obviously, like I said, you're my longest-standing artist on the label right now, other than DKM. So it's funny to think about that. And if you never have, now you can think about it, that you have been on Brutal Business longer than anyone that's on Brutal Business right now, other than DKM.
Yeah, I was about to say, DKM, technically, he's not even an artist, he's a producer, so...
Exactly. I mean, he is an artist, he does rap and does do hooks, but I mean, for the most part, he's 97% producer and engineer and 3% artist. Although that 3%, folks, don't let me downgrade him on that. He is one of the nastiest fucking people on hooks, and his production game is top-notch. Engineer game is amazing as well. He can rap like a motherfucker also. Dude is just truly talented across the board, but he would be the longest standing member at this point, but mostly on the production side, as he's done most of the songs you've heard me release, folks. Demo Demon would be the actual longest true artist on the label at this point. Some people have come and gone. You weed out the weak, you keep the strong, and this man's certainly strong with what he does musically. And I appreciate you being with me this long, as a brother, as a friend, as a label mate. We've done a lot of shit together. Look where we've built this fucking thing, and just think of how much is still to come.
Oh, yeah. I still got a lot of work to do. There's things that I do, that projects that get scrapped all the time. But, like, in my head, I already have, like, artwork and covers done. Like, I have the cover for Chapter 4 done already. I have a cover for, like, 2 more EPs. I don't know if I'll do them, but we'll have to see. I might do one, which would be a sequel to Colony called Emerald City. And yeah, so
now, are these going to be albums, or these are going to be like EP mixtapes?
Well, Emerald City will be another EP, a free one, like the first Colony was. Okay. And the Chapter 4 will be an album.
In Chapter 4, you don't have a name picked out specifically for that, or do you?
I do, but I don't want to say
not
it
releasing.
Yet.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I didn't expect you to. I just wanted to see if you already had that in the plans. Now, why don't you tell people kind of the difference between, obviously you have the story aspect on the albums, but why don't you tell us a little bit, don't give away the ending, because obviously that's on the album, that they're going to listen to tonight or purchase tonight, but tell us a little bit about the story throughout Chapter 1 and 2, and what that whole world is about, the collapsing and everything involved in that. Tell us a little bit about that story and how you've come up with that and what it's leading into with this album.
Oh, boy. Okay. He says, tell us a little bit about the story. I'm like,
don't go too depth. You don't want to give too much away, because we want the fans to discover it for themselves. But, certainly we want to, have us informed a little bit about what it's, what we're in store for.
To keep it as simple as I can, possibly, because it's a very convoluted story, and I actually have a photo I'm working on of a timeline. And believe it or not, Infect 1 and 2 actually are prequels in a weird way to the main chapters. So, Chapter 1, a man wakes up in the valley. It's a forest surrounded completely by darkness, and all you can see, the light covering, is one path. Now, this man walks and walks and walks, and every few miles that he walks, he gets a flashback to the life he had before, and they're always like really shitty memories, and the valley is kind of like testing one's will to live. So, for everybody, the valley is a different length. It all depends on your experience in life and your willpower. So, eventually, at the end of the album, this man hits a point where he can't go any further. And he's just like, I've walked until I can't walk no more. I want to die. And then he passes out and he starts like feeling that he's being moved somewhere. But he's so like out of energy that he can't like wake up. He's like half asleep, like kind of like daydreaming in a weird way, hallucinating.
Okay.
And when he wakes up to this woman named Kingato, which is the start of the second chapter. And she says, I will let you into this city called Blackout, but you're too weak to enter. You've somehow survived the valley without truly, like, losing yourself. So in order for you to enter the city, I have to bring you into my home and purge your mind with all these horrible, sick, fucked up things, so you become numb and like desensitized to the world, because Blackout is such a terrible city that you need to be desensitized in order to survive, because there are just like murders and thieves, and it's kind of like a medieval town, but mixed with like modern day Las Vegas. That's how it would look visually.
Okay.
So people
you got
act
it fully
like they're
mapped
from
out.
medieval
I like
times. Yeah, people act like they're from medieval times, but it's in like a kind of like Las Vegas setting. So now Demo, or it's not his name yet, the man goes into the city, meets a girl named Iris. She's a thief, and she lives in the Underdark, and the Underdark gets its title for it's a town that lives under Blackout. So under black, under dark. So that's where it kind of gets its title from. And she takes him there, and he trains to become what is known as the Messenger. Now, the Messenger takes the problems of the collapsing, which is the world itself that this is based in, and sends it through a vessel. And I, Cody, am the vessel for Demo. So we're two beings from two separate realities, and I am the warning, so our world doesn't become like their world.
Okay.
And he takes the name
you
Demo.
are the warning, you're the messenger of this things that's to come.
Yeah, of this alternate reality where things are really terrible.
Okay.
And there's just like evil gods and such, and it's wild. Like the music is loosely based on the story, but the story's in there. And once you know the story and you re-listen to chapter 1, 2, and 3 has a recap after the first like 2 songs. So you'll kind of like know the story. And I bet to you now, knowing this information, listening to 1, 2, and 3, you got to listen to it early. It's clicking to you. You're like, oh, all this story makes sense now.
I mean, I definitely got a good portion of it from just the listens of each of them. I've heard every project that you've released from the time me and you've met until now. I've heard all of them multiple times. So I picked up a good chunk of that. But no, that's awesome to hear it more in depth. I mean, that's a hell of the intertwined story there, and pretty impressive. And folks, Demo doesn't do drugs. So, I mean, if you were listening to this and saying, what the fuck is this guy on? Because I know I would be.
This is what I see in my dreams.
This is just what the guy sees in his dreams. I mean, hey, who's the judge? Who's to say? But he is, don't want to say straight edge because I hate using that term, but he's more of a straight edge guy. I mean, he isn't a big partier of any sort, and that's a great thing. I mean, I don't party these days anymore either, but
I drink.
You know,
That's
for
the
him to
most
come
you're
up with
getting
these
out of me.
ideas without that type of influence is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, one question I always ask all my guests with every single episode is, what is the one thing that you've done, either musically or in life? What is the one thing that you've done that you are happy that you have done, but that you would never do again?
I don't think I've gotten to that point yet.
Oh, young grasshopper, you must grow.
Yeah, I know.
That's, well, be thankful. I mean, there's a lot of moments, there's a lot of things I've done, honestly. Lots of them. So some people like Demo right now, there isn't anything that comes to mind, and that's okay. And then there's other fucking goofballs like me who, you know, I have dozens of things that I'm like, I'm glad I did it, but I sure as hell would never do that again.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, think. I was like, I can't think of anything at all, and I'm just like, okay, because, like, I only leave the house to go do shows. I sit here, I do YouTube, I do music, and I just constantly work, and then people are like, oh, you need to get out. I was like, I do get out. I get out for work. I go and do shows.
Why don't you, since you just mentioned, you know, the studio and being at home and doing that stuff in between shows, why don't you give a plug for yourself right now for your studio, the services that you offer, and how people can contact you if they want to record there and work with you?
Yeah, demodemon724 at gmail.com. And if you need any mixing and mastering done, I got a home studio, been building it over the years. And, you know, you want to hear the quality I got, you could listen to the new album tonight. And that will show you my mixing and mastering skills. Because I think the only song I did not mix and master on that album was Clipped Wings, the Angel, Zifril, Damian Page, Apostolus disc, because he can't change his name, he can't keep a name, because every time someone fucking says something about him, he has to change it to fucking hide. But yeah. I'm Washington, PA. Just look me up, Cody Howard, Demo Demon, shoot me a message. I'll give you all my prices and everything, and we can work together. I'm cheap as hell, and I have the quality of, like, it's stupid good.
He will whore himself out to you, ladies and gentlemen. He is cheap, he is good. Hire him for his services, and he will service you. We had a little bit of fun with that one. You know, but for real, though, make sure you hire him if you're looking for mixing and mastering services. If you're looking for collab work, you know, he can definitely take care of you. If you're in the Pittsburgh area and you're looking for somewhere to record, he can take care of you there as well. So make sure you hit him up there. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the other side of you as well with the videos that you do on walkthroughs and questions and answers and things on the video game platform side. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and where people can check that out?
Yeah, my channel that's streaming the music right now is a music and gaming channel, so it's just Demo Demon. I had to relabel it like yesterday or the day before to Demo Demon Music and Gaming because I was just like, I know some people are subscribing for music. A lot of them subscribe for the gaming stuff, and I was like, I don't want to lose subs because no one knows what the hell I'm doing. So I was like, I got to clarify. I had to rename the channel. Demo Demon Music and Gaming. And I do, I'm like a variety channel. I do a bunch of shit. I have like how-to videos, unboxings, tutorials, let's plays of just playing random games in VR and normal. It's all over the place. But yeah, that's what that is. That's what that does. And it has a mostly frequent upload. So yeah, you can check that out after the show, because that's where the live stream's going on right now.
You heard him, folks. After the show, make sure you jump over and check out his discography playing live on live stream, and you can watch that. And then you can also check out his channel for different videos that he's put up. And there's a lot of good content to check out there, so make sure you do so. A quick question, then we're going to jump into a song. What is your favorite show or moment musically that you've ever had? What is the one moment that, and it can be two, if you have a favorite moment and a favorite show, you can name both, but what comes to mind when I say favorite show or favorite event that you've done and favorite moment in music so far.
Oh, favorite moment in music. Favorite moment for a show, I definitely know, and it was actually the first show, and I'm not counting Sick in the Head's 2012's like show before I rebooted on my music. My first ever live show that I did was at it was like a 4-story house owned by this like stupid rich dude, and I was invited to go there. My mom and dad didn't know I was going at the time. They caught me later because I was tagged in a photo. Damn them. Damn you, Facebook. But my ride to the show, my very first live performance ever in history, was a hearse. And I was just like, for a first show, what a way. Because, like, the dude, that was, like, his main car was a hearse. He, like, transferred dead bodies and shit. And that was just crazy. It was, like, one of my favorite moments ever is just that showing up. And I was just like, okay, my very first show, my very first ride there is a hearse. That's fucking awesome. And
that is a pretty cool first experience.
Yeah, and when I was done doing my set, I sat there for like 2 hours with this really nice dude, and because he was like real interested in the collapsing story, and I was just telling him the whole story for like 2 hours, and like over time, a whole bunch of people just slowly sat, because it was a house party. A whole bunch of people just slowly sat and gathered around me and just listened to me tell the tale of Demo Demon and King Leon and the gods of the order, and yeah, that was a good time.
No, that's what's up, and that's what it's all about. Is you just never know what to expect with any show, with any event that you play. They are all unique. They are all adventures. I enjoy all of them. I mean, from the first show that I've played many years ago till the most recent that we played in Toledo, every single one of them, I take something great from that show, even ones that have fucking sucked. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there's been some shows that have went wrong, that have been no good. I still try to find the best in that situation and enjoy them and find something that I liked about that show, because they're all a chance to get out there, make a new fan, make a new connection, and get to play a different town, a different venue, and have fun. And that's you always got to try to do that, no matter what.
And now that I think about my favorite moment in music, probably this album, because probably, I think, because we got voice actors on this. We did in like storytelling to more than I've ever done in terms of storytelling, like more detailed. And it is an hour and 5 minutes long. It's my longest as voice actors. It's storytelling. It has some of my best songs I've ever wrote. My longest song I've ever wrote so far, Pure 2.
Yeah, that's definitely a little bit of a longer track, but that's okay. I've been known to release some long tracks in the past, so it won't hurt you by any means. It's good to release those longer ones from time to time. I mean, I think that one's what, like let me
5
see
minutes,
here.
30 seconds.
5 minutes 30 seconds.
Around,
yeah, I've put out
there.
A couple 5s.
Oh yeah, so that's best verse, some of my best songs, best work I've ever done. It's just a lot of besties.
It is. It really is. So, well, I'll tell you what. I was going to play Pure later on, but you kind of gave a good segment right into it already. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. We are going to play for the first time a single off of Night at Midnight for Demo Demon. There we go. We lost a little bit of connection again. Damn this internet. I don't know if it's the storm out there. Probably more of this fucking rain. But we were saying we're about to jump into Pure 2, or what he is calling Death to All Incompetence, Part 2 of Pure. This is off his new album, Blackout Chapter 3, dropping tonight at midnight on all online major retailers. This is Uncovering the Underground. I'm your host, Skippy Ickum, and this is Demo Demon's Death to All Incompetence, right here on Uncovering the Underground. We'll be right back.
give a fuck, yo, the legend is back. I know I'm making y'all mad when I'm talking like that. Sincerely from me to you, yeah, you're living in a dream. I'm making you all scream the moment I hit release. Listen, woke up one night and had a vision. I felt like a tactician with a deadly premonition. It might sound crazy, but look into my iris, deep right under my eyelids. Maybe I have a virus. Hold it down, I'm the killing machine. I'm not just a fucking demon, I'm a goddamn king. You know what that means, you're royally fucked. You better go duck, run and cover under the mud. I've been dreaming about missiles hitting islands, killing warlords and pirates, hunting blood diamonds. When hell fades, I'll bring the prophet of Eden, summon the ghost armies, you wouldn't see the legion. Come get some, you know you want a part of this. The only way to purity is death to all incompetence. Marching down the street, yelling at the populace. The only way to purity is death to all incompetence. March, 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 march. Fill the streets of blood, you know that you really want some. March, 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 march. The only way to purity is death to all incompetence.
Dead bodies lying in a single file of rotten piles. It stretches on for miles, this land of exile. I kill them with wrath whenever I snap. I'm like a train derailed heading right off of the track. There's no turning back, Jack, I promise you that. I'm bracing for the impact, cause I'm ready to crash. I swing my godlike hands in a fury and flash. Knock your stupid fucking ass right off of the map, I'm telling you. Cause this type of hell is long overdue. I shoot you in the face and now I'm standing right over you. It's obvious, no way in hell that you'll be topping this like Dr. Ock. I hate the whole damn populace, cause everyone is weak now. Everyone's incompetent, no one has pride and no one has confidence. So I'm letting it out, the end has begun. With a heart so dark that my hatred could block out the sun.
Come get some, you know you want a part of this. The only way to purity is death to all incompetence. Marching down the street, yelling at the populace. The only way to purity is death to all incompetence. March, 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 march. Fill the streets of blood, you know that you really want some. March, 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 march. The only way to purity is death to all incompetence.
Sound the trumpets, we send the hounds to have a luncheon. Lunging at your lungs and leave your motherfuckers tongueless. Waterboarded with tongues until our bodies cannot function. Murdering indiscriminately from the younglings to the munchkins. Rotting in the dungeons so the men are trash like the dumpsters. Serrated blades and ass power drills for acupuncture. Cursed with a bottomless hunger for death. Godless bounty hunters run for cover, find you hiding in your bunker. My army brings calamity, end of all humanity. The general with a general lack of life in your agony. Anguish, my favorite language, turning tired glows to amity. Only lets you fucking die to rob you of your sanity. Savagery, the word my personal canvas to paint red. Turn third worlds in a blurred mural, paint my playpen. Put all bodies through the wood chippers, just try to play dead. My only purpose in life is to bring nothing but mayhem.
Come get some, you know you want a part of this. The only way to purity is death to all incompetence. Marching down the street, yelling at the populace. The only way to purity is death to all incompetence. March, 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 march. Fill the streets of blood, you know that you really want some. March, 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 march. The only way to purity is death to all incompetence. With my weapon, I'm steady gutting these frost giants. With great power, I'm responsible to make them silent. Getting the guillotine, the kill count is killing me. Killing the competition, I burn them alive with kerosene. I guarantee you'll be down in the dirt with centipedes. You have yet to see my power, I'm afraid for my enemies. A storm so great, the sky shaking, heavens cry. There is no debate, I'll conquer fate with the great divide. Twist and radiate, giving hope to all that's lost. Geiger counter clicking at the speed of my thoughts. Hallucinate a vivid vision of venom vividly killing like Kennedy cowing his thoughts. The moment before they were missing, I'm gone mad, you can't stop the sickness. I'm a new evolution, I'm more plague than human. I'm a nuisance, I'm in every needle and vial. I'm the reason for the death and the 911 on your phone dial. Come get some, you know you want a part of this. The only way to purity is death to all incompetence. Marching down the street, yelling at the populace. The only way to purity is death to all incompetence. March, 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 march. Fill the streets of blood, you know that you really want some. March, 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 march. The only way to purity is death to all incompetence.
The king had a dream that night. He woke up to the life he had before blackout. Visions of sand and a tomb. It was dark, and from beneath the sand a man came out and spoke to him. The man offered him a chance to live a life with power that would shake the world, the heavens, and the order itself. Leon asked what the trade-off is for such a power. The man stated that he would wipe away all his grief and regret that he had for so long. Leon took the stranger up on his offer. They shook hands, and Leon was burned with the mark of a demon. Leon's past, present, and future would flash before him all at once. Twisted memories that he wasn't sure what was real. All he could tell was the man's name, Seval.
All right, and we are back on Uncovering the Underground radio podcast show. I am your host, Skippy Ickum of Brutal Business Entertainment. We are bringing you our show through Spreaker podcast systems. You can check out our show on www.spreaker.com and look up Brutal Business Entertainment, or you can check us out on the Spreaker app on your app store and download that for free. Like I said earlier, if you are listening, and get us a little bit more buzz and a little bit more shares out there, we'd really appreciate it. If you do hear us cutting in and out, we apologize. There's storms coming through the area, and it is affecting the internet a little bit, unfortunately. But, like I said, share us around on all your social media platforms. Check us out on Spreaker. You can listen to us live every Thursday night on our Brutal Business Entertainment show. And you can also check out some new interviews and things that we'll be bringing you soon behind the scenes with some other artists as well, which I'll talk about here a little bit later on tonight. You just heard a great single off the upcoming album Blackout Chapter 3 from Pittsburgh rap artist Demo Demon. We listened to Death to All Incompetence, Pure Part 2. That was featuring actually myself and my homie Ghost the Demented on that. And just a wonderful collab between the three of us. Not the first time that we collab, certainly won't be the last, but definitely one for the books. Great job on that song, bro. I think that's definitely one of the pounding tracks off this album, even though all of them are. This one stands out to me for sure.
Before that, we had Me, You, and Ghost on Cerberus on his album, and all three of us together. It's ridiculous. Every single time it's ridiculous. I mean, it's only been twice, but every single time.
Yeah, no, I mean, both times. The Cerberus was a great track, hard-hitting. This was a great track. And me and Ghost have talked about doing some type of little side project at some point, and calling it the Four Horsemen, being me, you, him, and Delirious. And I think that would be really dope. It's hard to fit in time for another side project with everything else I got going on. I recently started Vile Tactics, which is me and Lyrazone. And that's going to be dope in itself. We're going to be bringing you a lot of really great music. But I think over time, as we accumulate songs together with Me, You, and Ghost together, Me, You, and Ghost and Delirious, we can definitely put an EP out together and still market that and push that to the fans as a new project and product, because it ultimately will be. And it's over time we can just gather up the songs, because it's nothing to do another collab together.
Right. Yeah, it is. It's going to be crazy when it does, happen. We already did two songs. Without Delirious, but with Delirious, I'm sure we could fit them in super easy.
Well, the thing is, it can even be it could just be whatever it is, the three of us. We have guests in from time to time. There's no structure to it at this point because it's just simply collabs. But I think over time we can do that, or we can just keep putting out mixtapes from the label and keep doing things like that with all of our collab work, which brings me to a point, ladies and gentlemen, that we do have Anthems of the Asylum dropping June 30th, which is an exclusive mixtape from Brutal Business Entertainment artists. Every song on there will only be found on our mixtape. It will not be sold anywhere else or on any other type of platforms, so you have to get it from us. And that'll be on online major retailers and physicals through us. That's Anthems from the Asylum from Brutal Business Entertainment, dropping June 30th. And then later this year, we are doing a collab mixtape, which will be songs of nothing but Brutal Business artists working with one another. There will be no features or anything from any other artists outside the team.
No solos.
No solos. So it'll be just exclusively collab work with the team, with one another, and no one else on it. So it's going to be a pretty fun project. There's no name on that one yet, or no release date, but that'll come later this year, and we're really excited for that. So if animals were to take over the world and they were to rise up, what species of animals would ultimately be the ruler of them all?
See, because there's a lot of species. Ooh, see, that's so difficult because we got so many ones that are good ones going extinct too. And I'm trying to remember. It might be a gazelle. I can't remember for sure. Oh, no, honey badger. Honey badger wins everything.
He's going with the honey badger, folks. He's going with the honey badger.
Everything's afraid of it. There's Africa, they got fucked up animals. Australia, they got some fucked up animals. The honey badger scares the shit out of every animal. Their skin is almost fucking impierceable. Like, lions have bitten into those fuckers, and they've gotten out. Their only weakness is, like, their underbelly. They're like fucking dragons, but smaller. It's ridiculous.
That's a good point. Well, you were the first person so far on the show to pick out the honey badger, and we'll see if that comes across any time again in the future. But it's funny to hear the different animals that people pick. We've been told the snow leopard. We've been told, I think someone said octopus. One of the shows. I think that was SKX. I've gotten lion. I think I got like a dolphin or something on one of them. I don't even remember, but we get a lot of different answers, and they're always different. They're always justified in different ways, and I always like to hear that kind of a silly question. As you know, on the show, we do throw out some silly questions from time to time. Keep it fun, keep it lively. Hopefully you're enjoying yourselves listening to us dumbasses just talking bullshit with one another. That's what's fun about the show, is it's just friends, whether new or old, just kicking it with one another. And this time, it's certainly an old friend. And then other times you hear it's the first time I've ever talked to that person. But it's always fun to get to pick people's brains and hear who they are as artists. I see that Ghost had left a message and said, we can just do it as a 3-piece and go by Cerberus, which I've actually thought about before because it makes sense with the first song. It could be the self-titled, single off of the EP. And,
it's already on his one album, but why not reuse it as an extra song? It's like, you buy this, you get Cerberus. You buy that, you get Cerberus.
I've done that before myself with certain stuff, as I've put it on a second album as like a bonus track or something.
Yeah, I would definitely do it. I'm about ready to make a freaking best of, but I'm like, I should probably do chapter 4 first and then put that out. But that'll probably be another year or so, depending.
Best ofs are good. I have a plan to do another one myself. I released one last year called Dissection Collections Volume 1, and that's nothing but old songs of mine, kind of the best of Skippy Ickum solo tracks, though. It's not collab work, and then that is actually what the second one will be. That'll drop probably either late 2019 to early 2020, and it'll be the best of Skippy Ickum collab work together. And it's going to be called Skippy Ickum Killing with a Friend.
Killing with a Friend.
Killing with a Friend.
Yeah, you definitely need some like crazy cover art where you're like Chucky.
Don't worry, I'll be going in on it. As most of you know, I go in on my artwork, and that'll be nothing to break the rule there. So Thomas Southers is left us a comment saying, loving what Brutal Business Entertainment is doing. And that means a lot to us, bro. I appreciate it. I'm not sure where you're tuning in from right now, but we appreciate your love. And thank you for checking us out. Hit the share button. Spread us around. We do got several comments, actually from your sister demo. She tuned in and she had left us comments saying that she's very proud of you. And she always thought you were the good one after hearing that story about you sneaking out and going to the show. She's not so sure. And just pretty much that she's proud of you and happy to see everything that you're doing, as she should be, and as anybody who's associated or close to you should be. You're doing some great things right now, bringing some great music, and there's still a lot of fun things to come. By no means are we anywhere near where we will be. That's all I have to say, folks. Brutal Business is on the rise, and just give us a little bit more time to polish off a few things and add one or two more things that my brain has brewed up, and we're taking over.
He's in Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa, Florida. That's what's up, homie. We appreciate you checking us out.
Yeah, she said she was going to try and make it to the June 1st show. Hopefully she makes it, because I'm going to say it right now. I don't want to give it away. It's going to probably be the best set list I've ever done in my life, with all the new stuff and the best of the old stuff. And you know me and my wacky transitions that like one song goes into the other stuff.
Well, I'm hoping so, man, because you're the headliner on Saturday. I mean, I'm playing last, but you're the headliner, so take at it and go in.
Oh, yeah.
It's your show. I put myself last so that I'm playing, you know what I mean? If people start to kind of tone out at that point and leave, then it's cool. It's happening to me. It's happening to my home crowd. But no, I have you set it as being the last performance before me because ultimately it's your show, it's your release. I mean, I want you to look at it as that because your album is dropping tonight at midnight. Following day is your show to get to perform and say, hey guys, buy this album, check it out. Here's some music from the album, and really start to spark an interest on that. And I hope that it certainly does, and I think that it will. So have at it. Go in on that set. I want to see what you got. You had a great time at Toledo. You went in. You were in your bag, man. You were up there.
Yeah, Toledo. I was just like, shit. I got 15 minutes to do the best I can. So imagine with the extra 10 or maybe 15 if I'm an asshole and push it a little bit.
Yeah, you went in, man. You went in, and certainly I think it was noticed.
It definitely was.
And tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Saturday, I believe you have 25 minutes on that one, so you get a little bit longer. I wish I could give you longer than that, but with as many people that are on the roster, there's just no possible way to make it work.
Yeah.
We got 8 performances on Saturday night, folks. 8 performances back to back to back. You don't want to miss them. $5, 21 and up, Sidebar, Catania, Pennsylvania. We got Jordan Johns jumping in saying, keep up the great works, guys. We have Erica Lynn saying, I'm so proud of everyone at Brutal Business Entertainment. They are a true definition of family. And Angelina said, I second that, Erica, and real shit. For most of you guys that don't know about us yet, we are not just a label and a team. We bring so much different forms of entertainment in the underground to you. That's why you see a lot of time my catchphrase after Brutal Business Entertainment posts that I make is Brutal Business Entertainment, bringing you 100% real underground entertainment. We're not just music. We're not just shows. We are music. We are events, shows, radio, modeling, photography, graphic arts, engineering, production, and more. And I have a couple things coming your way soon that I will not share secrets of just yet, but soon there will be no way to not know about us. We will be in your ear holes everywhere in the underground. So just stay tuned for all that's to come. We thank you for your support and obviously allowing us to continue what we're doing and keep building. It means a lot to us.
And for more announcements, please visit teambrutalbusiness.com.
Absolutely. Team, T-E-A-M, brutalbusiness.com. Check us out for updated news, info, shows. You can check out the radio show like the one you're listening to right now straight from the site. There is a little mini player that you can listen to any of the old episodes. And if you are checking us out right now, please listen to some of the old episodes. We have a lot of great artists that have been on the show recently in the past, several months. And we are starting to amplify the show even more starting in July. It'll be every single Thursday night. And some of the other things I wanted to go over real quick is that we will be doing at-show interviews, like I said, that I can post after the fact. So I'll be doing some on-the-road work with interviews and artists. We will be doing every week starting in July with the show here on Thursday nights, and just bringing you a lot of great entertainment. We have coming up on
You have so many people on that list, it's
5th.
ridiculous.
What's that?
I said you have so many people on that list, it's ridiculous.
I do have a lot of people on that list, and to share a few with you guys, on June 5th, we have the Brutal Business Entertainment Brutalize the Beat contest winner, first place winner, Ruthless Rob from Isolated Beings, going to be on the show. We're very excited to have him on here. He killed his submission for the contest. Great underground rapper and a great team that he's a part of there in Ohio, and they won the contest. We're going to have him on here on the 5th, so we're doing a Wednesday instead of a Thursday due to his schedule, but we will be live next Wednesday night at 9 p.m. to do an in-depth interview with him. On the 13th, we have my homie from Anderson, Indiana, Nasty Inc. We're excited to have him on the show. On June 20th, Jade the Nightmare. 27th, my man Don O'Rias. Shout out to Don O'Rias.
Shout out to Don O'Rias. Watch out.
On the
for
11th of
kneecaps.
July, we got Ghost the Demented. 25th of July, Miss Red from Brutal Business Entertainment Modeling side. And then August 1st with Dematus, and I think I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. They are a very interesting underground band that I'm excited to interview. It's going to be very, very interesting, I believe. I've checked out their music, and I am surely intrigued. We have the Bianca Jasmine Band, which is a pop band that's doing a tour right now and doing very well for themselves. They're going to be on the show on August 8th. Newman the Nutso on the 15th of July, and Young Hearst on the 29th of July. So a lot of great artists coming up over the next few months. Make sure you check them out, and stay tuned to the show. There's a lot more to come.
Thomas left a comment, and Chris said, shout out to Don Arias.
Absolutely. Inside joke, folks, but if you don't know, shout out to Don Arias.
Tom wants to know if we'll make it to Florida. He's been a fan ever since he heard about, the music. I don't know, my music, your music, our music, Brutal Business 4 years ago.
That's, ultimately, Tom, yeah, that would be the plan to eventually get down there. The problem with it is you reach a fine line in life where, you have a dream of making it and doing tours and doing very large things on what we're all trained at fame is and where we're trying to push it to be. And it a lot of times doesn't lead to that, but you also don't quit. So you kind of stay in that middle stage where you bust it, you work your ass off, you continue to grow. We kind of build our own thing here. And we do what we can with what we got, but, having full-time careers and jobs, families, and things of that nature, it is a little hard to do full-blown tours because I can't just drop my career to go on a tour, but I don't make enough from the music to be able to support not having the career. So you get stuck in that limbo middle stage. And we've been branching out. We've been playing a lot of other towns and cities, states around us. Florida is a little bit far, but obviously if we can work something out in the near future to take maybe a week and a half off and just hit the East Coast going down into Florida and back up, that would ultimately be the goal. I've actually talked with Ghost of Demented about that. I've talked to my wife and some other people associated with the business about wanting to book a tour that hits Ohio, Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, back up through, maybe going through Kentucky and taking a week to 2 weeks and just doing it back-to-back nights. But that's a little far away in the planning. Ultimately, though, to answer your question, yes, we would love to come down there. There are plans to eventually do so. I just don't know a date on that.
It's not as far as Idaho, where I have a few people telling me they want me to go and see me.
The potato capital.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be what's up. I'd rock some potato fields.
Yeah, they're just like, they messaged me like, when you come into Potato Land, and I was just like, not up to me, but hopefully give me a few years, maybe we can make it happen. We'll have to see.
That's a far one. Yeah, here's the thing, and it starts getting to the point, guys, where people, and it's not just the fact that we don't want to do it and can't fit it in time-wise, it's also a cost factor. Because it's hard to find promoters and shows that want to have you and want to pay you justice for what you're worth. So you have, traveling costs. You have, if you're renting a vehicle, if you have the gas for that, where you're staying for the night, the food while you're on the road, and those things add up quick, especially if there's more than one of you. So for instance, people say, we would love to see Brutal Business come to such and such state. Well, that would be great, and we would love to do that. But promoters are saying, we'll give you $100. We'll give you $100. We'll give you $150. Well, I'm spending $600 to come to play the event. I'm making $150. It just doesn't make sense. So it has to be cost efficient, and usually you weigh that out by touring because you're not just going to one state and back. You're hitting stop after stop after stop, making a few $100 a night or whatever it might be. That's in the contract, and you hit those places and you come back, and usually you break even. Maybe if you're lucky, you make a little bit. Sometimes you'll lose, but usually it's going to break about even.
Yeah,
that's not the case when it's just shooting out the one
cars
state.
And start doing flights, because flights are definitely cheaper than gas.
Yeah, depending upon where you're going. Yeah, if it was someone really far, if it was Florida and we were going to go to play one show, that would be skip the travel.
Maybe.
Hold on. There we go. Skip the travel and get down there quicker, get down there easier, and ultimately be cost efficient. But yeah, to answer your question, Tom, like we said, we do want to try to get down there soon.
And when this interview's done, I will leave a link to the live stream going on right now. So just stick around for that link at the end of the interview too. So I'm gonna plug that there.
And you are crackling a little bit, Demo. So if you're close to the mic, maybe just scoot a couple inches back further. It's been crackling the last minute or two. I'm not sure if it's the internet connection or not, but I just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
We appreciate you too, Tom. Thank you. Yeah, you can check out the links after the show. We got other people saying about Brutal Business and their love for us. And like I was getting to earlier, we're different. We have all those different types of entertainment that we bring, and we're a family. Is what my ultimate point was going to be earlier. Is that we're not just we're on one team. Really I'm in it for myself. Fuck everybody else. No, we truly talk to each other as friends, as family, connect. We do outings together. We have parties where we all get together and hang out and party together. We are a giant family that is here to push our own entertainment and music and push our fellow label mates, music and entertainment. And it helps build one of us. It helps build all of us. We are close and we are friends and we're all here for the same purpose. So it's kind of a different feel than most labels and things out there. And it's hard to maintain for a lot of people, but not for us. So we pick people that are like-minded, that fit the type of mold and ethics that we wanted to build. And that's how we got where we are today with Brutal Business. And like I said, we are making shockwaves right now. And the funny thing is that was off of a slight wind that blew. That's the shockwaves that you guys felt. You wait till the storm comes. It's not there yet, but we're certainly building it up, and it's coming soon.
We're building an atom bomb. Just wait till it hits.
That's it, exactly. So what are your plans now that the album is pretty much done and going to be launched tonight? Obviously, you're playing some shows and things to promote the album, but what is your plans for the next step? Are you going to go right back into writing more music, or are you going to take a break for a little bit? What did you have planned?
Probably a mix. I'm going to write here or there because I know it's going to be impossible for me to take a break because if I don't work, then I feel terrible. But I'll probably work on the next one slowly, but shift my focus back into trying to do my YouTube channel as much as possible because I got a few highly edited gaming videos that I'm working on, like Borderlands, Game of the Year edition, deep dive review thing that's it's a 20 minutes so far and it's ridiculous. Stuff like that while I slowly work on an EP just to give people music, and chapter 4, and that'll be the end of what did you call it, the first saga, I guess. And yeah,
it's pretty interesting. I mean, definitely some good plans to come. Nothing to rush you back into music, but slowly work on it as I've been doing since my last album release. I've been in no rush. I got my hand involved in a lot of different things, and building up, a legit label and other things to me has taken prior focus over releasing more content, as I have, as I mentioned earlier, over 100 some tracks out. I certainly am going to continue to write, and I have a lot of shit coming to you, but I don't feel any particular need to rush releasing any more material at the moment. So I keep getting asked, when is Absolute Zero going to launch? It will launch, guys. I don't have a specific day. I was hoping for later this year. It might even push into 2020. But with that being said, I have, I think, 14 collabs out there right now that are supposed to drop over the next year from many different artists that I've worked with, including, roughly 6 or 7 songs of myself that you guys haven't heard yet that I'm still going to be dropping. Some for Absolute Zero, some are just singles and random songs. So there's a ton of content coming, just not a specific album, so to speak. So be patient as I work on that, and just stay focused on all the other things that we're bringing you right now, like the radio and some of the other things that are going on with Brutal Business. We got Jay Ellen saying, great show, talking about the radio show, and he'll see us on Saturday. We appreciate the homie. Great rapper, up and coming. For any of those not knowing of him, his name's Jay Ellen. He's from Katanning, Pennsylvania, and he's a young buck that's starting in the rap game and doing very well for himself right now. We put him on a couple shows, got a couple shows coming up with him. And
I was there for his first one.
Yeah, he was very good for the first one, and for his very first show ever, I was impressed. And then his second, he came out 5 times stronger and more confident.
I haven't
his
been there
rhymes
since
were
the
tighter.
First, but I've heard good things. I haven't been there since the first, but yeah, I've heard you guys were just he came back and he killed shit even harder this time, and I'm like, yes, I had faith in him.
He really did. He came strong the second time, more confident, more on point. He knocked off that rust that he had. He knocked off that nervousness a little bit, and he came out and he hit it strong, and it was great. He has a lot of talent. Someone I've been, giving advice to over the last, year or two, talking to him, and just, I consider him a friend at this point, and someone I can help. I don't want to say take under my wing. By no means does he need my help, but, I throw some advice and things out at him to help build him as an artist, because I've always done that for people that I believe in. If I think you got a good talent and someone that, really has the right ethics and beliefs, I'm going to try to help you out and get you further than you are right now, because why the fuck wouldn't I? So someone you'll be seeing me push a little bit harder and harder over time as time goes on, and I expect great things from this kid and think he's going to do really well.
Oh, yeah. I see it. He's got that spark. He's got that early talent, and people with the early talent go the furthest. So
yeah, he's young. He's young as hell. I mean, I think he's fresh 21. Like, you know, he's just now starting to grow, you know, fucking face hair. So, and I'm just kidding, folks. He's not that goddamn young, but he is 21. But he's got that early talent, as that young talent, as Demos Demon had said. He's someone to watch out for if he continues to push himself and harness that talent and that charisma and keep pushing. And he's going to write some really good records, really good tracks, and you're going to see a lot of shows and things for him coming up.
Oh yeah. Is it about time we do Vendetta since we got about 20 minutes left?
We are going to, actually. That's what I was getting ready to jump into. You read my mind. Why don't you tell us a little bit of a spotlight into it? We'll drop that track, come back, and go over some final last-minute things, and close out for the evening.
Oh, geez. Vendetta. That's definitely a song about nobody really helping you do what you do, so you just kind of do it yourself and fuck your enemies if they don't like what you do. It's just like, you won't help me? You got a problem with me? I do it on my own. You don't want this work.
You don't want this work, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
don't want this work. You don't want it musically. You don't want it physically. Buy one, get one free. These hands on sale.
Yeah, that's good shit. I like to segue that right there off of that. That's awesome. We're going to jump into it right now. This is Vendetta off of Blackout Chapter 3, dropping tonight at midnight from rap artist Demo Demon here on Uncovering the Underground. We'll be right back after this song.
Me strength, family, pray for me, bet they will. Wanna kill the demons, but they bless my skill. I don't really know what to say next. Friends think I'm chasing down a paycheck. Fuck you think I plan to leave them like Columbine. Think that's it, cause I'm leaving them all to die. Was it murder or was it a suicide? I'm not sure, cause there's people all in my mind. I've been on a mission, putting blood on the walls, yeah. Brain going crazy, I don't get no sleep. I don't really count no sheep. But when I dream, I'm spilling all this blood on the sheets. So when I wake up, I gotta tame that beast. This is why I done made it, in fact you. Gotta tame the demons and pay my dues. Listen, it's not for the faint of heart. I've painted a picture of fantasy with all the blood on the walls. You don't know what this cost me. For my dream, I'd give it all. If help is the thing I won't get, then best believe I'm pushing on. If I had to say one thing, it's you don't want this vendetta. No holding back, I'm leaving them in bloody bandages. Assassinate the game like I'm trapped inside the animus. So many threats, but yet none to run into. I'm on another level, I know I'm untouchable. Don't start shit unless you want torn to bits. Movies about my legends, tell them about the exorcist. Kick in the door and burn your goddamn crib. Pick up the fucking metal, it's heavy, and wreck your bitch. What? I've been on a mission, putting blood on the walls, yeah. Devil on my hand to you, it don't mean shit. But what I spit is going harder than I ever been. Why you try to paint your eyes? I'm all black in the back and I'm ready to strike. Brutal business. We steady on a mission. While you falling off, we got a lock on the shit, kid. Listen, it's not for the faint of heart. I've painted a picture of fantasy with all the blood on the walls. You don't know what this cost me. For my dream, I'd give it all. If help is the thing I won't get, then best believe I'm pushing on. If I had to say one thing, it's you don't want this vendetta.
King Leon spoke with the angels. They are the voices of the order, the beings who made the collapsing. The angels told him the end was coming soon for his kingdom. War would bring the start of the end. The king was ready to stop Underdark by any means. The king gathered his army and took to the streets calling out a city. The angel's words were twisted in nature. He would find this out soon enough.
And we're back on Uncovering the Underground radio talk show. I am Skippy Ickum of Brutal Business Entertainment. That was Demo Demon's song Vendetta, a single off his upcoming album Blackout Chapter 3, dropping tonight at midnight, ladies and gentlemen, on all major online retailers, as well as physicals through him. Hopefully you like the song. If you are listening in right now, leave us comments on the chat section. Share this around. Tell us what you think of the show. Tell us what you think of the songs. And interact with us while we have a little bit of time left tonight. We always love our fans being a part of us, and we usually give a lot of shout-outs to the people being involved in the show. But that was Vendetta off of his new album, and that is one of my favorite tracks that you've done, and definitely one of my absolute favorites off of the album. Yeah, it's a hard-hitting banger, man. I mean, it's good. It sticks with you. It hits, and it's mean, and I love it. So... while the break was going on, guys, we always talk about each show. There's a hashtag that's the funny line of the night, as you guys who have tuned in time and time again know. Tonight is going to be These Hands on Sale. And if you didn't catch the reference before the song break, it was Demo Demon saying about you can get these hands, buy one, get one free because they're on sale. That's funny shit. So if you're listening, hold on a second. So if you're listening out there, hashtag the show and share it, and when you hashtag it, hashtag These Hands on Sale. So, we've got to dig a little deep tonight on some different things that you're involved with between the YouTube channel, on the gaming side, the music, your past albums, your future work that you have coming up, the album that you're dropping tonight at midnight, where they can check you out at, and all the other fun stuff. It's great, man. It was great getting to talk to you and getting to share that with the fans. As I tell all my guests, it's great to have you on the show because people know you through your music, but most of them don't know much beyond the music. So when you get to hear who that person is as an actual human being and hear about them and hear them joking and laughing and being regular people, it helps people bond to the music even tighter and more genuinely. And I think that happens each and every time we have one of these episodes. So I'm really happy to have you on, and I definitely look forward to everything you have to come.
No, me too. But as far as where you can find me, right now I'm having a problem with my distribution thing, so I'm probably gonna have to contact them and see if I can downgrade some, but still get all my music everywhere. So it will be late everywhere else. I will still be able to get physical copies. And as far as where you can get the music all the time, no matter what, is demodemon.bandcamp.com, demodemon.bandcamp.com. So you get me on there, you can, check out my YouTube channel, Demo Demon. You'll find me, it's a little cartoon picture of me, and it'll say Demo Demon Music and Gaming. Facebook.com/The Collapsing is my music page on Facebook, which I barely use, but, the likes always make me feel good, sympathize with me. I'm trying to think. Whatever, I got Twitter. You can find me it might be at Demo Demon now. It used to be at The Collapsing. It's one of those two. All my social links, everything social, if you want to find it anywhere, Spotify, everything like that, teambrutalbusiness.com. On the artist page, go to my bio. They've listed every single possible link you could want. So, when all else fails, teambrutalbusiness.com, go to the artist section, find the Demo Demon spot. They have all my links.
That's a great shout out to the site as well because, as Demo said, you can find whatever you need there. And I tell people that I think they underestimate it. It is a one-stop shop for Brutal Business. So you were seeing the modeling, pictures, and photography that we put out, the artists, their links to their music that's downloadable, their purchase links, their merch links. Everything you could need to know and find out about that artist is on there under their name, listed and labeled, and you have all upcoming news, our radio show, and our contact information. So it has everything that you need to find out about Team Brutal Business at teambrutalbusiness.com. And Christopher, or I should say Ghost, says, I am partial to Pure Part 2, laugh out loud, which I'm sure you are. Definitely a dope track. I think, honestly, it's hard for me to say that, because I love Vendetta, I love Death to All Incompetence, Pure Part 2, and then the other one you named earlier, for some reason the name is escaping me, the one with wings.
Oh, Clipped Wings.
Clipped Wings, yes. Those 3 tracks, I think, are my 3 favorite on the entire album.
I did drop a link down below in chat just now for the live album stream for when we wrap up here and the album for Blackout itself. So, links are there.
Absolutely. After the show's done here in a few minutes, folks, check out the live link. Listen to his music, as I've already said a couple times tonight. Sorry to be a broken record, but I'll plug the hell out of this album because I believe in it. I've personally heard it several times. It is fire. You guys are going to love it. He's bringing the heat. He's bringing lyricism. He's bringing his own unique sound in the underground. And you guys need to get privy to it right away because you're going to love it. And I think you're going to start to find out that you have an artist that you're going to follow from this point forward. And, who do you want to give some shout-outs to before we close out for the evening?
Oh, geez. There's so many people. It's ridiculous. Well, obviously, shout out to Brutal Business because, they the fam.
Woo?
Brutal Business?
I said whoop.
Brutal Business. Brutal. No. Yeah, shout out to everyone who listens to me, everyone who's come here tonight, Ghost, Angel, I was going to say Chris. Chris and Ghost are the same fucking person. Thomas, Jordan, fucking everybody, Erica, blah, blah, blah. I'm scrolling here because whatever. Shout out to Hippie Lisa for letting us on the magazine and me and Ghost on a possible tour. There's so many people. It's ridiculous. So shout out to everybody who just supports me because that keeps it short. And yeah. It's been a great time. It's time for some Demo Demon filler where one time in 1987 I was born without a face.
That's how it goes, folks. If you didn't know,
that's about all I got. I can't take
born.
Credit for that. That was like a Game Grumps joke, but yeah.
He's telling inside jokes, folks. He's filling in time for me because I was having some technical difficulties. I appreciate him doing that. But yeah, we just want to give a shout out to everyone supporting Brutal Business out there, all the fans, everybody sharing our shit. Please continue to do so. Any way that you can help support us, any way you can help get us other opportunities and things, don't hesitate to hit us up at brutalbusinessent@gmail.com. That is brutalbusinessent@gmail.com. Any type of inquiries for booking, for working with Brutal Business, for ideas that you may have for the show coming up on the radio show, guests that you want to see on the show, make sure you send us over. We'd love to read it and see what you have to say. And follow all of our social media platform pages, share them around, get us some buzz that way as well. It would be appreciated. And, shout out to all the artists that played on the show tonight, or not played on the show, but that we played earlier on the first hour.
This isn't Saturday just yet. You could shout them out.
I'm in show mode, guys. I've needed it. It's been a long week, but much love to everybody whose music we played earlier tonight. A lot of really great underground talent that we get to feature on the show. And catch us next week on June 5th, which is a Wednesday, a little bit different than normal. 8 to 9, uninterrupted underground music, and 9 to 10:30, an in-depth interview with Ruthless Rob. Check out tattooedscumbag.com, Brutal by Design Facebook page. Those are our 2 sponsors for this evening, and we will catch you on the 20, what the hell day was that? The 23rd of June at the Royal Barbecue Show. Great music festival coming up, and then this Saturday night at Sidebar. So we got a lot of good stuff going on, and we're really excited to bring you continuous music and entertainment. And looks like we got here some messages coming in. Thank you very much, Angelina. She's saying much love to Brutal Business and to you, Cody. Thank you for tuning into us tonight and checking it out. Make sure you tune into other episodes and check out past episodes. We're always keeping it fun. We're always bullshitting and having a good time with the Uncovering the Underground podcast radio show. We have a lot more to bring to you. Any last thoughts or things you want to say before we wrap up here, my man?
Not too much. Just hopefully you guys tune in to the live stream because Infect 2 literally just started. So we got that. It's going to play out. Then Colony EP, which is like 5 songs, is going to play out. And after that, the premiere, before it's even released, because I think by the time it starts playing, it's still going to be an hour to a half an hour before released. Blackout, the whole album being streamed on YouTube right now in that link down in the below in the chat. And there is a live chat, so I can read you guys in the video. It does pop up, so that's nice to interact with one another. Yeah.
Well, there you go, folks. Check it out. That's awesome. He timed it out pretty good for himself. You get to get a little bit of a sneak peek before it officially drops to the world. And then as soon as it does, I want to see you guys giving that a purchase and checking it out. Share it around to your friends. Tell them about it. Bring them on to Demo Demons Music.
I would hope a few more people buy it, because the guy that played Leon, even though he only did one part of the album, I still got to pay him like $10.
Well, there you go. So we need at least one purchase out there, because Demo Demon is making his payments. So
yeah, I gotta pay the voice actors.
Hey, that's all right. You'll make it happen. So, well, good. I once again want to thank you for being on the show. Catch us next week with Ruthless Rob on the 5th. A lot more coming your way. And check us out on teambrutalbusiness.com. Thank you again, Demo Demon, for being on here. And we'll catch you next time here on Uncovering the Underground Radio Podcast Show. Have a good night, folks.